I'll tell you one thing, proud of my Rangers, but the only thing that annoys me about the whole game, if I look at the whole game in a whole, is Rangers didn't start half well, Simon. The first minute we had a wee chance, we Kent cut it back, and then we died. But I'll tell you one thing, Simon, I seen one thing in that game that really made me proud of my Rangers, and I love my Rangers.
That's what we like. We like a hard man.
Yeah.
And I remember guys like Terry Hurlock,
my pal,
Ian Ferguson.
Exactly, we've not got it.
We don't.
A very good evening, folks. What is the crack, everyone? I hope everyone is feeling fucking fine tonight. Because I'll tell you one thing, I feel good. I feel absolutely fucking delighted. I said it during the week. I had a feeling this game could go to extra time and penalties. And you know what? A guy who I have been slating all week, Big Tam, with the fucking winner. Check that out. Check that out. Right down the Copeland stand. And they went fucking mad right up them. Do you know what a performance. No McGregor, no Tierney, no problem, and as much as Liam Scales gets punters and abuse at times, captain's armband today slotted in that left back position and he was immense. But I have to give to a guy that have I been slating a bit on the channel, Austin Trusty, 316. He was outstanding. Sinisalo was outstanding. Dane Murray came on. He was fucking brilliant. And Benjamin Arthur, done well. A proper result. Get me wrong, we didn't do enough up front. Yes, we scored and there was a reeled out offside because a foot off. But what a performance, folks. What a performance to be proud of. You know, it was just a shameful act at the end from the Union Bears and, you know, a dark day for Scottish football. But what I want to say before I go on and start talking about football, I just had to see in the scenes from outside Glasgow Central. One of the buildings is at the collapsing. There's had to be a massive fire. So I'm just hoping no one's been injured. I just be amazed at to send me a clips there of the scenes of what happened outside Glasgow Central. So, the meltdown video. There'll be plenty of meltdown videos over the next couple of days. I'm going to whack them up. I don't care. They're going on like they deserve to win everything. Danny Rowe couldn't accept it that his team were beaten. It doesn't matter if it's a penalty shootout. What made it better was it was in the Copeland. Yes, it was fantastic to see the fans being there, 7,500 fans, and they made themselves heard anyway. You know what? And I just feel like these gobshites, these Rangers gobshites, they're gonna ruin it for the chance of getting it back to the old allocation of what they done today. Blaming Celtic fans. If there was a portion of Celtic fans that got on the pitch that caused it, I condemn it. But what I've seen from the scenes on Premier Sports, it looks like mostly it was Rangers fans trying to attack our staff, trying to attack our players. We've seen post-match reaction of Big Tam with blood on him. You know, it's just absolutely disgusting. Disgusting scenes, folks. Defensively, I thought we were absolutely brilliant. Brilliant, you know. And I said it today. I said it's going to be 2-1 or we're going to win it in extra time or penalties. And I had that feeling going into the game. And look, I thought my head played well. You know, I thought my days in my head looked like old days in my head today. He was doing the running. He was trying to make chances. It was weird to see Mavuka come on. I thought McCown didn't play great, to be honest with you. I thought Atate looked like his old self at times. But look, it just shows, you know, you went there last week, you were short in the first half, you rescue a draw, you get a bit of momentum. Look, a few crucial players out, but you trust the crop of players to come out with a result. And you know what? Lovely penalties. And Austin Trusty deserves the credit tonight, folks. You know, I know he got sent off against Hibs and against Hearts, and people are kind of feeling like, is he Celtic material? I tell you one thing, he fucking fought like a warrior today. Them blocks, that double block, unbelievable. What about Sinisalo? Is it Celtic and St. Mirren? Is it confirmed? I know St. Mirren were playing Partick there. I wanted St. Mirren in the semi-finals. I just want to get revenge over them. Fuck them. You know what? Fuck them. Because at the end of the day, they won that cup against us, and they haven't recovered since. They had one decent game. What did you think of the offside goal? Which one? When they scored and it was the handball or air offside goal? Look, VAR. It didn't look like it was offside, but what can you do? The result is the result. If we lost the game today, I'd be moaning to the roofs. But we got the results. You know, it was a lovely goal by Maeda, but they're claiming there was a foot that made it offside. So I'm not gonna bog on about it too much, because don't get me wrong, at half time I was a bit fussed about it. I was moaning about it. I was moaning about Don Robertson's officiating and stuff like that. But a shame on Rangers Football Club letting that kind of actions happen on their own pitch. Like, they're meant to be, you know, like an example for Scottish football. They should be ashamed of themselves. And the stewards, where were they to be seen? You know, it got out of hand at the end, and it was just an absolute disgrace. And, you know, this is one of the biggest rivalries in football, and we shouldn't have this happen. Like, young kids are watching this on telly. Like, that type of mentality. You know, is that what it's meant to be? The Rangers way, the Sefco way, be hooligans, go after opposition players and try to start something. And I know there was a lad that got lifted by the police, but an absolute joke. I hope to get fined. I really do hope to get fined. But this day, beautiful Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday, and I'm delighted. I think it's a massive help with the confidence. And we're at Handham now, and St. Mirren in the semi-finals, as Paul says in the comments, and roll on playing the buddies. And so that'll be Falkirk and Dunfermline in the other semi-final. You know, it could be a Martin O'Neill and Neil Lennon final, but you got to be Stephen Robinson's team. I don't know how he still has a job. So tell us where he's tuning in from. I see people from Malta. Is that Malta I see there, my friend? I was hiding behind my dog until Mr. Disappointed. like he's meant to be an iconic captain. He's only won one league title, one Scottish Cup and one League Cup in 10 years at Ibrox. That's not an iconic captain, you know. But we'll give it to Liam Scales. He stepped up today, and Trusty stepped up, and Arajo, he's a wind-up merchant. He's a proper wind-up merchant. How's everyone keeping? Tell me where he's tuning in from. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone as well for the pre-match watch. And over 150 people watching today before the game on Facebook and YouTube. So whoever's on YouTube, be a legend. Subscribe to this channel. I'm doing as much podcast as I can. I may not be a cup of tea for one conversation, but you know what? I call it as it is, straight to the point. Malta says we need revenge and we need to win this trophy. We need to win both trophies, Malta. We need to win the Scottish Cup and win the league. As I said, we can enjoy tonight. I won't get too carried away about it. Going into tomorrow, have the banter and work, or have the banter with your Rangers friends or whatever. Have the banter with people, but the real business is getting down to work and beating Motherwell next week. That's the real business. And that's not me trying to pee on the cornflakes and take a damper on today. Not at all. The bread and butter is the league. It'd be great to go on and win the Scottish Cup. We have to get into this Champions League. I'll be honest, Malta, I don't believe that we're good enough to be in the Champions League. Simple as. There's no point of us going into the Champions League. The finances don't get spent anyway. You know, giving the board extra money for what? So they can not use it, you know. Keddy Bob says the game is over. The Rebels have won. Good evening, Edward. The famous words. Evening, Keith. Hail, hail. Flares getting thrown into the Celtic crowd. It's just an absolute disgraceful. Hello from the Canary Islands. I hope you're doing well over in the Canary Islands. I've been to Gran Canaria and I've been to Tenerife. So nice islands. I've never been to Lanzarote. One day I'll go to Lanzarote. I can't see that, to be honest with you. Can't see that. I'm on StreamYard, so anything you send to me, I can't really see it. Andrew, let me see. It's at the freezer for a second. I hope you can pull up your comment, Andrew. 2 seconds. Why is it not loading? Oh, there we are. It's a bit slow there for a second. The men's to be as a team. Winning on penalties at Shiprocks is superb. 10 out of 10 for all the players. Some people I've watched a couple of podcasts and people are like, oh, it wasn't the greatest performance from Celtic. We got over the line. We were away from home. Hostile crowds. They scored against us and they handballed it. They handed it into the goal. Sinosalo was immense. Sinosalo, see when he came out 3 or 4 times every size his box to clear the ball. Unbelievable from Sinosalo. And this is why Martin O'Neill really, really needs to understand we cannot play Kasper Schmeichel at all for the rest of the season. No Kasper. No Kasper. He'll still get into the Denmark squad for the round of fixtures in the next couple of weeks, but he cannot play. Sinosalo, the Finn, has to play. And I think he's doing a good account of himself. Big time, like some decent saves. You know, he just looks so composed. His distribution of the ball, you know, you could just see that this is a keeper that's playing with confidence each game goes by. And, you know, he's unlucky to not save a few of them penalties today. St. Mirren in the final, bring them on. Bring them fucking on, get revenge. You know, Martin O'Neill said it was a result, which is all that will be remembered. Exactly. You know, we don't want to think about the bad, stinky stuff that the zombies caused. Let's think about the atmosphere that Celtic fans brought. Let's think about the defensive attributes from Austin Trusty, from Benjamin Arthur, from Ian Scales. And, you know what? I thought Needham played well at times in the game. I thought, as I said, Atate digged in. You know, it wasn't the most productive performance from Atate attacking-wise, but defensively, I thought he'd done really well. And I didn't, at one point, I seen Paolo Bernardo looking frustrated on the bench, and then he eventually came on. But great top. Yeah, I got this off a company in Wales. It's the Henrik Larsson one. Look at it. Long sleeve. Has the King of Kings on it. But yeah, all good. All good. He had a good game. All of them had a good game. You know, like we're gonna share the screen now and show you some of these horrific scenes. As I said, the SFA have launched an investigation. Look at this. Like, look at that. They should be embarrassed with themselves. Like, these are the gobshites that think they're bigger than any club, bigger than Rangers Football Club. These are the fans that think, you know, like they're entitled to something. A bunch of absolute neds. Should be ashamed of themselves what they've done for the club. But are we surprised? Are we surprised? That is the way some Rangers fans think. They think it's all about being a hooligan that will get you somewhere. And their faces shouldn't be blurred in. Their faces should be all over social media. Name and shame, big time. I just want to look at this one as well. But they can't take it. They can't get taken getting beaten. That's the problem with them. 82 people tuning into live, folks. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I wish I could have got on earlier on. I was at a family event today, so I couldn't get on earlier on. I done a YouTube short if you've seen it. Just me celebrating when Big Tam scored. So I think the regards to Big Tam, there will be probably people thinking that he should be signed because he scored a winning penalty at Ibrox. No. I think he needs to prove himself in the Celtic shirt. He has to score vital goals in this title run and to deserve a contract at Celtic. Yeah, it's what he's done today will give him a little bit of confidence, no question about it. But he needs to score in league games. He needs to produce it at the end of the day and get a goal or two against Motherwell and, you know, beat St. Mirren in that home game as well in the league and score against Dundee United as well. So it's a lot. It's a lot. But look, I won't, you know. Yeah, you know, he doesn't, like, as I said, I'm not trying to disrespect Big Chanvara. It's just he needs more goals to his game to even have a serious conversation of saying, should we sign him in the summer? Is he good enough for Celtic? Scoring a penalty today doesn't make you good enough for Celtic. It was composed. It took a lot of balls to score the winner. I respect that, but he needs to prove it by scoring proper goals, you know. And as I said, I'm not coming on here to ruin the occasion because I cannot stop smiling. I cannot believe the way that the game folded out. The game, I actually, to be honest with you, see when I went to full time, 90 minutes, I was like, I hope it goes to penalties. I hope we beat them. That's what I kept saying to myself. It'd be good in extra time we nick a goal, but I was like, I want to beat them on penalties. I really want to beat them from 2016. that revenge from 2016 was in the back of my head. And you know what? We got the revenge. We got the revenge. And you know what? Did he win? Did he go on and win that cup? No. Hibs beat them anyway. So, yeah. Hate their fans. Are savages. Are we not surprised, folks? We're not going to sit here and talk about Rangers, how bad their fans are and how much they've ruined the spectacle and stuff. We're going to talk about the club that we love. We're going to talk about how well we played defensively. You know, if Maeda's goal still we would have won in 90 minutes. Exactly, we would have won, but it wasn't going to stand. I just had that feeling, you know, that way. I just like he's going to review this and it's not going to stand. And Don Robinson, just typical, you know. That's it. It's just toxic, just bad behavior. He's like people are saying Big Tom has zero service. I think when Ingles comes back, I think Ingles will give him the service. I think Ingles is more of an effective player like that. And I think Negrin needs to give more service as well. Look, I don't know if you've seen the video clip of Alistair Johnston, Callum Osmond, CCV, and Ingles with the security and the fans around them, and they're going, oh, absolute class. Usual losers mentality, starting to fight last week when we equalised, starting to fight when Hibs won, and that's it. Just can't accept it, you know. I always say this on the channel. If you're a football fan and you can't accept defeat, you're not a real football fan. You got to take it on the chin and have a moan and don't do something aggressive and abusive. You just take it on the chin, have a moan, vent it out, and hope for a win the next time around. But some fans don't have that. Some fans don't understand at points of time your team loses and draws, and if you can't be there when they lose and draw, what gives you the privilege to be partying when they're winning? What gives you that privilege? You know, I've said it so many times on the channel. As I said, it hasn't been a great season, but today was a highlight. Today was a highlight. It wasn't the highlight of the season. Today will be up there as a highlight. You know, like beating them in the semi-finals of the cup was brilliant, but today was better because it was in that shit pit. It was at Ibrox and it was 7,500 fans. Imagine we had no Celtic fans and it was just a full stadium of them and we beat them on penalties. Oh, they would be absolutely fuming. Worse than them. Worse. I feel sorry for any striker because our wingers were terrible. You know what? Yang, attacking-wise, was brutal. Defensively, he was good. Like, there's a big question about Yang's ability at times. Like, he goes off it. He really goes off it. You know, I know Forrest wasn't at it today. And Forrest was good in the last two games, but what matters is when you're playing against the opposition on the match day. And Forrest came off the bench. He just didn't look productive. And you can't expect every player to be on their A game all the time, folks. Even Taneki. Taneki shouldn't start because, as I said, the whole Ramadan thing as well, like that could have played effect with his energy levels. But look, with you know, it's just he's not consistent. The thing about Yang is it feels like you're getting 2 decent games out of 10 with Yang. That's the problem with Yang at the moment. And I've said it already in the channel. Yes, his goal in the Glasgow Derby was good in January. It's like he always plays well in January because his missus comes out for South Korea and he gets that encouragement. But I just feel like, is he the long-term answer for Celtic Football Club? I don't see it. I don't see enough evidence that Yang is. And even though I did have him on me poster today saying I would keep him, I just think down the line he needs to be more direct. And when I made that post, that was before the Aberdeen game, and I just thought he was absolutely brutal. Oh, Trusty's penalty was outstanding into the left corner. It was really good. We got St. Mirren in the semi-finals, folks. So I'm just going to put up a little comment here so people know who Celtic are playing in the semis. If you have subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. It's free to subscribe on YouTube. If you want to be a member, it's 99 pence. I'm not going to chase you to be a member. It's up to yourselves. But what I will say is I'm very grateful for every comment that comes across on Facebook and on YouTube, and everyone that puts a comment in from anywhere in the world, from the Canary Islands to Scotland to Ireland You are all certainly welcome. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. I know it sounds cringy. I know it sounds a bit, oh, get over yourself, but really, you don't really understand. With beating them is great, but when I get numbers like this, when I get talking to you, it's fucking brilliant. It puts me in a great mood going to bed. Like, there's sometimes, right, I'm sitting here, right, and I can't be arsed doing videos. I'm just tired from work. I'm been doing a 9 to 5 job, and I'm mentally done in, as we can be at times, right? Because we all have stuff going on in our lives. And my missus turned around and always says to me, just do a podcast, Keith. Just do one. Just go on for a half an hour. Then that half an hour turns into an hour. And then I get off that podcast and I'm fucking buzzing because I'm at the cheering someone up on that podcast. And it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful Sunday. And I have a Jack Daniels and Coke. And you know what I'm going to do with this Jack Daniels and Coke? I'm going to drink it. I'm going to drink it and I'm going to celebrate. This is for Julian Harajo. Julian Harajo. It's for Liam, the Ginger Scales, the Wicklow Warrior. And this is for St. Martin O'Neill. St. Martin O'Neill. I'll tell you one thing. We win this fucking title. We win this cup. My God. It's going to be a fucking slobber knocker. I'm going on a 4-day bender. I honestly am. I'm going to go on a 4-day bender. I'm going to go live for 24 hours on this and celebrate. Celebrate. Yeah. Go off. Fucking out. I'm going to put my tricolour bucket hat on. I'm going to get my European cup over there. I'm going to pour whiskey in it and I'm going to drink it. Drink it. And I'm going to tell you one thing. I'm going to thank every single one of yous. I'm going to go the Celtic way. I'm going to do a video and I'm going to get everyone to do a huddle. I'm going to do a huddle. And if we win, if we do win the league, I'll tell you one thing. I'll be getting a ticket for the final game of the season and I'll be going to it. The sofa fan Keith will be getting his hole up and I'll be going to a game. And see all these fuckers that call me the sofa fan that don't believe I'm a real team. Don't need to prove anything. It's on the wall, mate. It's on the fucking wall. Look at that. Beautiful. Ball wrong. Let's bang that to the fucking hills. Let's wake up the neighbours with that. Let's wake up the cream buns. Go out in the middle of the street and start banging it. Yup, Elvis. Mr. Disappointed. I'm sure he's crying in his bed tonight. Oh, disappointed. I scored over 100 penalties for Sefco. I'm disappointed. Right up you, Tavernier. You monger. Right up you. And see Danny fucking wig roll. Get away, will you? You talk nonsense, mate. You got slapped around by a 74-year-old twice. Twice he's had to slapping you around. Who are you, Danny Roll? Who are you? Honestly, get a job. Get a fucking job somewhere else. Go back to Sheffield Wednesday. They're a shit club as well. Get over it. Get over it. I'm feeling it tonight, folks. I'm feeling it. Since we robbed fucking Beautiful Sunday, Simply the Best, or Robin feeling it as well. Why not? We'll take the whole lot of the fucking playlist. Not that fucking Parney Arcade shit. But anyways, they won't be fucking singing Tina Turner tonight. You know? Simply obsessed, more likely. Join my group, Celtic Spar. Look, get the tunes on. I won't be getting the tunes on YouTube. You can't be putting the tunes on because copyright infringements. But I appreciate every single one of you. Penny Hill and Lucan. Oh, I love Lucan. Lucan's a good spot. Up to County Dublin, Stephen. Up to County Dublin. Yup, yeah, boy, oh yeah. Up to Lucan. There's the ambulance going past. That's Danny Rowlatt. They're being slapped around by Martin O'Neill. Or the cop car, whatever. They ain't coming. And you know what? I think it was that green ring. I think it was my green ring that I got off Shane for £2. I think this ring has brought some good luck. This little ring has brought some good luck. My precious, a bit of Frodo Baggins in the gaff. Yup, Elvis. Spencer Hill, love that song. Danny Wig shows you wig. Yup, Elvis. Feeling it tonight, Angela. Go on, the Angela. Look, Angela having a little toast there. Yep. Go on, the girls. I'm in the mood for dancing, relaxing. Oh, I'm getting my Danny Roll tonight. He won't be getting his Danny Roll. Beat Motherwell next weekend. I think we'll win the league. Calm down, sugar man. Plenty of time here. Plenty of games to play. You're getting a bit too much now. You may be feeling over the moon, but come on. You have a lot of football to be played here. You know, a lot, He's walking up Helen Street tomorrow. That's all. Did you see Harajo? Of course I seen Harajo. I have a picture of Harajo. I don't know if it's gonna come up on the screen. That's how much I love Harajo. Let's see. Where is that picture of Julian Harajo? Oh, I put it up earlier on. He's gone down the tunnel. He's gone down. This picture. Oh, yeah. Get into you. What's That's how I felt like putting up. I'm gonna get me Danny Rowe later on. That's what you're gonna call it. The moods. The mood is good. The mood is good. I'm in my Celtic shorts. I'm in my Bumblebee. I'm buzzing. I'm absolutely buzzing. But one thing I do want to say, right, non-football related. I seen the pictures that's happening on the side of Glasgow Central train station of the big four in the building collapsing. I'm just hoping to me prayers that no one's been injured. It's not football related, but that's a beautiful piece of architecture around that area. And it's just a shame if that's being destroyed. According to some, like, the rumors I'm hearing is a vape shop or something like that. So I'm just hoping that no one is being killed or injured in any shape or form. That's non-football, that way. Was it John Paul? Is it? Confirmed that Police Scotland basically chucked any request out of safety of our Celtic fans. That is disgraceful. I'm sure the club will have a chat with Police Scotland again about the incidents, what happened today. At the end of the day, I condemn any sort of violence, especially fans evading football pitches and trying to go at each other. At the end of the day, I know the stakes are quite high. I know people are passionate. I know people love their clubs and stuff like that. But we're human beings. We're human beings. And treat people with respect at times, because face value goes a long way. You don't know what's going on with people's look, like that. Someone could be bevied up and think they're playing the Hulk when they go on the pitch. It's just a bad state of affairs to end a spectacle, because everyone's talking about, oh, did you see all them bleeding zombies attacking the pitch? It was like The Walking Dead, the Resident Evil 4. That's what it was like. That's what it was like. It really was. So I'm gonna be out straight with you. If I go on to my YouTube and I don't see anyone newly subscribing, I'm going to be quite disappointed, like Tavernier missing that penalty tonight. I just want new subscribers. 5 new subscribers. I'm sitting here on a wonderful Sunday night with me Bumblebee jersey, chatting away to you all, loving it from Lucan, loving it from Malta, loving it from the Canary Islands, loving it from Glasgow, loving it from everywhere. Use it and post important people. Arajo has to sign. He's given the 6 here. Ring up Nico. Ring up Mr. Nicholson and say, you better fucking sign him. Because if you want to save your job, you're on 900k a bleeding year. And what the fuck do you do with that 900k? Fuck all. You sit in the Bahamas with fucking Sombrero Tash Dermot Desmond. Monopoly man. Get it together. Get it to fucking together. Sign that Mexican Provo. He is a good man. He gets Celtic. I haven't loved someone like that since Emilio Izaguirre. And they're 2 different nationalities, but they come from around the same area, Central America. They know how to deal with the cartels. They go play football. Well, Arajo's from LA, but you know what I mean. He's Mexican. Proud of his roots. Proud to be an immigrant. Proud to be an immigrant of Mexican descent. What a man. Viva Mexico. I'm going to be wearing loads of Mexico stuff in the World Cup, unless Ireland get them in the group. I'm like, fuck Mexico. Fuck them all. But I do apologise if I'm swearing. There's young years around, but get your kids to bed. Get your kids to bed. Listen to Keith talk shy, And most of all, see all yous on YouTube. See all yous folk. You don't give me a like. I'm going to moan like Danny Rowe here. Better team. Give us a like. My day will come. I'll get 20 subscribers. I'm 20,000. I'm 800 away. Every new person's always great. But what a performance. Oh my God. Let's let's have a look what the gaffer said. I did watch the post-match reaction and stuff like that of him chatting, but we'll just analyse it, that way. I'm not your man for your Monday Night Football stats and tricks and Harry Potter stuff and go through the possession and all the yard stuff. I don't do that stuff, honestly. Number one, I just don't have that. Oh, here we go. Look at this. State of this. Let's go on to this, folks. I'm going to put this on the screen. This, I condemn this. Hold on. Danny Roll is nothing. That's it. He's an absolute show pony. Talks a lot of gibberish. That's it. We won't get the blame. Right? Let's click onto this. Can't keep it on too long. We'll be done for a copyright. Oh, brilliant. Outstanding. Absolute outstanding. Get the Tina Turner on tonight, baby. Get it on. Oh, you froze. Yeah, because I was sharing the thing on X. That's why. I don't know if you've seen the clip of that fan attacking Big Tam. Did anyone see it? Because it might blur it off because it's X and stuff like that. Just let me know in the comments if you did see it. But how's everyone keeping? Give a performance out of 10. I would say an 8 out of 10. Defensively, a 10 out of 10. Attacking wise, 6 out of 10. I was impressed with Days in my area today, folks. I was sitting there. I was at a family event, right? And I'm sitting there and I have a laptop and I have a point of Beamish. Beamish, because I was in Ireland. And there with my earpods in at this family event, sitting in the corner. And people are like, is he all right over there? I'm like, fucking Derby's on. I'm not missing the Derby. I'm watching the game. I can't miss it. This is my team. This is why I'm out to Scotland, because I love this team. Oh, proud of my country, proud of my people. This land was made for you and Keith. Defensively, 10 out of 10. Oh, yeah. Dane Money was outstanding. He looked like he was coming on. He looked a bit rattled. And he fucking right in there. Get in, Dane, boy. What a block. What a block by Big Dane. Big Dane. This is theirs. This is their team. This is their scene. This is their country. We own Scottish football. And you know what? Bring on St. Mirren in the semi-finals. Give that Stephen Robinson a good old fucking Ric Flair across the chest. He doesn't give a shite. They're getting pumped. Them Pandas are getting pumped. Yep. Both clubs will be fine. Their board to be raging. Oh no. The board hates spending money on anything. He is the miracle man, Look. I would love, honestly, to have the optimism and hype that a lot of you have. And I think it's unbelievable that a lot of you, after like 2 or 3 weeks ago, are throwing the towel in, saying we're not going to win the league now because we won a game in hand. We're at the beating Rangers in the cup. A lot of people are feeling like it's turning around. And I can understand that. But right now, I'm not feeling we're going to win the league just yet. We have to beat Hearts. We beat Hearts at Park Heath, and we beat Rangers at Celtic Park. I will start feeling like, yeah, we can fucking do it. We can do it. But I really love the optimism. I really do. I really think it's amazing. I love the way that you have the faith. I really do. Get Moussa Dembele. Get Moussa Dembele back. Get him back. Oh, it would It would break my heart seeing St. Martin losing to Dunfermline. Don't get me wrong, Dunfermline have been the team in the Scottish Cup, beating the likes of Aberdeen and Hibs and stuff like that. But like, welcome to the free Broomlong. The double's on, double trouble. If we win this league without a striker, we will be the first team in the world to do it. I've already said this, and people laugh at me. I've said this so many times on the channel. Just go for a Spanish midfield. No striker, all midfielders. Just go all out. Spain won the Euros without a striker. Why not? Why not? Go for the Spanish midfield. Negrin as the front man, in that midfield. If we do it, it would be an absolute miracle. I think it will probably be the best league win since 2008. And I don't know. I just can't. What is, there's 74 years tuning in tonight. A lot of you have been older than me, been there, been through Love Street, been through the whole thing. What is your favorite league title victory? What was your favorite one? Was it Tannadice 08? Was it Love Street 86? Was it when Albert Kidd banged in 2 goals against Hearts and then we beat St. Mirren? What was your favorite title win? Be honest. Mine's 2008. Look, I wasn't around in 1986. My dad was a young teenager with a mustache, with a Dermot Desmond mustache he did back in them days before he met me mum. Going around with a bowl haircut, loving Kenny Dalglish, So, yeah, people are saying stopping the 10 in 1998. Unbelievable. Yeah, 1986 Love Street. It's just sad that stadium's not there anymore, isn't it? Really is. Really, really is. Brian McClare, we won't talk about the other guy. But Danny McGrain, Roy Aiken, Paul McStay, Tommy Burns, God rest your soul. What a team. The Centenary boys. Them boys were something else. I subbed as well, Keith, a.k.a. Keith Pals and Wicklow. Thank you very much, Georgie boy. Yup, the Georgie Porters. Yup, you're a good thing, you. Love the paddy hat, by the way. Speaking of paddy hats, I have a Celtic paddy hat. And I keep forgetting I lost it in Dublin Airport. And they retrieved it. But I keep forgetting to fucking collect it and pay the fine, the collection fine. It's like that. It's like the Fergus McCann hat. Has a 40 clover on the side as well. St. Tommy. But today felt special. I would have loved to be in the pub for it. I really would. Really love to be in the pub for it. But you know what? Even my missus texts me and she's like, Keith, make sure the whiskey's ready when I get home because I need to have a drink and celebrate this. I was like, don't worry, hen. The ice cubes are in the freezer. They're ready to go. I've got your roller cola there, love. Don't you worry. Your Jackie McNamara Daniels is there. Don't you worry. It's all there. You'll get your Danny Roll later on as well. God, I'm sorry. I'm just happy. I'm absolutely happy, folks. I'm just delighted. I'm proud. I'm proud of our team today. I'm really proud. I'm proud of our fans. I'm just proud. I'm proud of my Celtic. I really love my Celtic. The media are going to spin this. It's going to be in the papers for the next 2 or 3 days. The likes of these Super Scoreboard and Sky Sports and Go Radio, all these media outlets are going to make a big deal out of it. Just get fucking on with it. It's not the 1980 Scottish Cup final, for God's sake. Move on with it, It's all exciting, Keith. It's allowed to be. Seems like we've been playing with pressure every single game. We've been playing pressure since fucking day one, since the game against St. Mirren. Motherwell's first game after thinking they had a chance of winning the title and they got beat. I don't think they had a chance of winning the title. It was the media sprung in the story, My wee Rangers. What's up, John? I hope you're doing well. You know what? I'm going to sound like a delusional freak, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to watch a few of them meltdowns before I go to bed. I'm actually going to sit there and I'm going to laugh at them. I'm going to go, you know what? Form is temporary, but liquidation is permanent, baby. Permanent. Like a permanent marker on the noggin. Celtic fans celebrating with, yeah. Look, good to see you, Stephen. Damage to the Broomlong will be a pick pack of paper, I bet. I seen a bit of graffiti on the Broomlong. You know what? That wasn't even graffiti. That was a makeover. That was a makeover for that bleeding kip at the stadium. You know, we dug it deep today. You know, we did. And you know what? This sounds completely cringy as hell. But you see the first few minutes of Austin Trusty getting stuck in. He had the paint on his arm and the muck on his shorts. I was like, he's in this. Big Trusty's in it. Trusty's going to open a can of whoop ass today. And he did. That kind of stuff got me going, watching the game. I'm sitting there like, oh my God, he already has paint all over him and he's being scruffed up around. The highlights are on soon on BBC One. Just go on to YouTube and watch them. Forget about BBC. Don't be giving that. Don't be watching. Don't be paying a TV license to them. Don't give you entertain nothing. The narrative is we will be setting a household on an inner circle. The focus today is. I know it's. I'm not trying to think about it, to be honest with you. You know, it is going to be the talk. Big Tom had blood on his jersey, but his interview, because it was from that Goptry. I want to hear that BBC commentary. Lavy Danny Roll. Yeah. So, folks, I'll stay on for another 10 minutes. I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself, but I'm gutted that Callum didn't play today. I'm gutted that Tierney. But what I will say is, see when we were going to do penalties, I love the ambition and the energy from Sean Maloney in the circle. Just give him the passion. And you got to see the likes of Tierney, McGregor, all in the kind of the big huddle, you know, taking the interest, trying to motivate the boys. That's what I like to see. A bit of fighters. Get in there. Make sure these fuckers don't get nothing. Fucking beat them today. Get in there. You know? Yeah. 20 years. Jeez. Yeah, I think so. Fozmeister, yeah. Big Fozzy. Oh, Fozzy's okay. Fozzy could knock out a whole lot of them. It's the Foz. No, Foz doesn't take shit. One the Fozmeister. Did you see Joe Hart? Was that not Alistair Johnston? I didn't know that was Joe Hart. Ingalls, AJ, and it was CCV I seen, and Ralston. Ralstaldinho. That's who I seen. Celtic all the way. That's it, user Z6Z5S. Get a name on that, bud. On the plunge monster. Coach and staff got tossed to Daphne like an empty tracksuit. Oh, he's a disgrace. He should be banned from ever going to the stadium again. Should be. Just a joke, you know. Tosh McTominay in the Broomlong. Oh, Jesus. Was he? Big Tosh. We toss him in. Green and white cup my chest. It's just a joy to see to play football the Glasgow Celtic way. Oh, I'll be singing them songs tonight before I go to bed. It just shows how pissed they really were. They couldn't beat a poor piss Celtic squad that played umpteen years away games. That's the truth. Like, honestly, attacking wise, we are brutal. We're absolutely brutal attacking. Defensively, we're looking solid now. And you have to say, Scalesy, I don't know what the extent of Tierney's injury. I don't know what the extent is. A lot of people were all like, why is Sarachi not playing? Because he had Martin O'Neill praised Liam Scales today. He said he was immense. Joe was in the Broomlong. Was he? Big sexy Joe. The Joe Meister. What a guy. Big Joe. Who's the sexy Joe? The Heartmeister. The Heartbreak Kid, eh? Have you seen the clips of Bergerdi losing it? I did, yeah. And I seen Harajo go, ah. I did see them. Yeah. Stinian Petrov. How many former players were in the Bloom Long? Is that why the tickets were like gold dust to try and get today? Is it? Does anyone know the extent? Because there was a few folks saying on the pre earlier on that McGregor was going to be injured for the game today, and I was kind of brushing it down, but yeah, look at Sinisalo, he was unlucky not to get the two of them penalties today, but oh my god, what a penalty by Tavernier, eh? Oh, it's his calf. He's playing too much football, Wilson. That's the problem with Callum McGregor. I've said this already. Callum McGregor doesn't have the engine to do box to box. Doesn't have the engine, and it's going to pay up on him, And this is time for these individuals that if we don't have a captain and we don't have CCV as well, we don't have Alistair and we don't have Tierney, four players that have leadership attributes. It's up for these boys to take this on and fight to the end. Can we have a parade on the Falls Roads? Rebel Sunday is today. Yeah. Tab usually scoring a cert, but nerves got him. He got rattled. Let's all do the double. Nah. But it's crazy, isn't it? Because we have younger fans that feel like you don't win a treble, it's a failure of a season. You get beaten in the Champions League qualification. It feels like a season's written off already. Some people think like that. It's crazy. I don't feel like that. I think a double in the circumstances we're in, it will feel like a treble because of all the shit you have to overcome to get that success. It will feel like a treble. I know it sounds cringy because it's not another bit of silverware. It's just the whole up and down, getting through these games. These games, sometimes these games feel longer than 90 minutes. I know today was longer than 90 minutes, obviously, but I mean, like normal 90-minute games, some of them just dragging. You're sitting there and you're like, how am I putting myself through this? Like, Celtic Football Club isn't good for the heart. And I do say to anyone that has a heart condition, please be careful. Please be careful. You don't need to put yourself through that. Yeah. Celtic going forward, got chopped down, got hacked off the ball. Yeah. Oh, lovely. Art had a few dodgy moments. But you know what? Look at Arthur had a dodgy moment. I think it was a McCown that passed it back to Arthur, and Arthur kind of slipped, and then Sinisalo out like that. It's good to see that from Sinisalo. Poor kids watching sport of him making that. Get your player ratings. Right, here we go. Let's go through this. It's good. It's good points, Stephen. I'm gonna share on the screen now. Let's have a look. Right. Oxlade Chamberlain scored as well. I forgot about that in the penalties. How could I forget about that? Right. So from back to front, Sinisalo, I would say a solid 8. I thought Sinisalo, he's coming out quick, saving the ball, composed, communication, a solid 8. Liam Scales, I would say an 8 as well. I thought Liam Scales, having the captain's armband, digging into the trenches, playing out of position, I would say an 8. Austin Trusty, I would say a 9 out of 10. I think Austin Trusty was my man of the match today. I just thought he was absolutely, one word I would describe Austin Trusty. Warrior. Benjamin Arthur, probably 7 out of 10. Arajo, probably 7 out of 10 as well. I thought he played better last week in the second half, but you know what? He got stuck in today and done all right. Luke McCown, 6 out of 10. Atate, 7 out of 10. Negrin, done a bit of nitty-gritty work today, but I would say probably pushing a 7 out of 10. Yang, a 6 out of 10. Maeda, I give him Maeda 8. I thought Maeda played really well. Looked like he had got Troy woke his socks off, done the pressing. Unfortunately, his goal got written off. Taneki, 5 out of 10. Thought he was poor, to be honest. Oxlade Chamberlain played all right when he came on. Probably 6 for him. Tam, bar the goal. Probably a 5. Dane Murray, solid 8. I thought he was brilliant when he came on. Mavuka, didn't do enough. 5 out of 10. James Forrest, a 5 out of 10. And Bernardo, didn't do much as well. 5 out of 10. So that's your ratings there. And I know you probably agree or disagree, but Sinisala was brilliant. I just Atate was really good. I thought Atate done brilliantly. I thought he done well. Araujo, the new Bruni, 10 out of 10 for the passion. His passion's class, but as I said, the only thing I have to worry about Araujo is he can get too stuck into the moment. And we've seen what Araujo can do as well. Like, he was very fortunate not to get a red card against Dundee United and Martin O'Neill's first game. He's so good at pushing forward. Defensively, he's okay. Sometimes he backs too much off a player. -10. Mavuka should never see a Celtic shirt. He's bleeding brutal. Honestly. Brutal. What a waste of a signing. But yeah. So folks, that's from me tonight. I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna enjoy me whiskey. Please subscribe to the channel. I'll be back on tomorrow night for a podcast. What time am I looking? Probably about 10 o'clock, if that's all right, which is so 10 o'clock. Get on it. If you're not in bed, please pop on tomorrow night about 10 o'clock. At 9, 10 o'clock, I'll be on. I'll have a chat about the aftermath of the rage factor from the other side. I'll be on to just talk about the game as well. Who are we playing? We're playing St. Mirren in the semi-finals. Celtic will play St. Mirren. I was actually going to check the fixtures, the Scottish Cup fixtures before I head. Scottish Cup semi-final day. It's probably the end of April anyway. Let's see. Let me see now. It will be on the 18th and 19th of April, the Scottish Cup. So more likely we will play St. Mirren on the 19th on the Sunday of April. So, I'll bring them on. I'll actually look forward to Falkirk and Dunfermline as well. I think that'd be a really good game as well. I think, obviously, Falkirk have been playing well this year with John McGlynn and Neil Lennon. Obviously, I'd like to see him get to the final, and hopefully we can beat St. Mirren and get to the final and be a Lenny and O'Neill showdown. That'd be class. But so yeah, Sinisalo was brilliant. He was I think it's a hard one between Sinisalo and Trusty. I think the two of them are, up there. He must be carrying an injury. Sarachi. Well, as I said, the whole Sarachi thing will know at the end of the season, if at the end of the summer, if we're going to get Sarachi as well. Here, Keith. Hell. Right, folks, I'm off. Thanks very much for tuning in. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to check now, has anyone newly subscribed? One new subscriber. So hopefully we can get another one when I come off, right? Just making 19,222. What happened to Kelechi? Kelechi is personal training in Manchester. It just isn't good enough for Celtic. Simple as. Just Martin doesn't like him, Yeah. So, right, I'm going to go, right? Take care of yourselves. Hell. Cheers.